Hi, I'm wondering if you can help me. I can't find it. I mean, I've looked in my purse, I've looked upstairs, I've looked in the kids' room, I've looked everywhere and I just can't find it. Can you help me, please? I don't remember where I put it. Did I give it to you, maybe? Hi, everyone. My name is Kalyani Pradeshi and I'm talking about finding motivation. And no, it's not in a purse. No, it's not upstairs. Motivation, a lot of people say to me, where do I find the motivation to lose the weight, get fit? Like, how does it happen? So I want to talk in a way I understand it, and I'm hoping you'll be able to understand it in the same way. Think of going into the kitchen in the morning when you take that gas lighter and you switch on the gas and you ignite the flame. Now, most likely, if your lighters are working very well, you only strike the lighter once and the flame goes on its own. Of course, if the lighter is not working well, you got to do it a couple of times. So what basically I'm comparing this to is motivation is what's going to get you started. That's the lighter. And the flame running on its own is the habit. So motivation gets you started, but it's forming that habit that keeps you going on this journey. And it's that habit that's kept me going on this journey for 3 years. So I want to talk a bit about motivation. Like, where do you find this lighter called motivation? There are two forms of motivation. There's internal motivation, there's external motivation. Now, the difference between the two is external motivation is looking good in your pre-pregnancy jeans, fitting back into them, wearing a tank top and feeling confident in it, or a dress, basically being able to wear whatever you want to, looking and feeling good in it. That's great. Internal motivation comes from within you. So that is where you feel more energetic when you work out. You find it puts you in a happier mood. And I'll tell you right off the bat that internal motivation lasts a lot more than external motivation. So now, how is it that you find this internal motivation? I always say to people, you have to ask yourself, why is it that you want to lose weight? Why is it that you want to get fit? And you've got to dig past that looking good, feeling good, looking great in a dress reasons. You've got to dig deeper than that. And I want to give you two examples as a mom, what worked for me personally. Number one is, before I started my journey, I was very irritable. It wouldn't take much to set me off. My kids used to avoid me as much as they could, seriously. Exercises help calm me down, where I find I'm more patient, more tolerant, and that has translated into a beautiful relationship with both my children. And they love coming to me because they know it really takes a lot now to set me off compared to before. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, a couple of weeks ago I decided to cut my hair really short. And my daughter saw it, and she had waist length hair at that time, and she decided that she wanted the same hairstyle. What am I getting at here? Our children pretty much, they don't listen to us. They watch and observe us all the time. And when they're watching and observing us, they're learning from us. You know, they're copying us. They're doing what we do. So whenever you're struggling, I want you to think about the example that you're setting for your children. If you tell them you got to eat healthy food, but you're not eating healthy food, it becomes hard for them to follow that example. Okay, now I want to talk about the second part of this, and that's forming the habit. I want to ask you guys something. When you wake up in the morning, are you like, yay, I'm going to go brush my teeth now. I'm going to stroke left once and right once and up and down. I'm going to dance while I'm doing it. Probably not. Why? Because it's a habit. I bet you probably just stick that toothbrush in your mouth, your eyes are half closed, and you're thinking, I've got to put on the pressure cooker, I've got to get the kids ready for school. Or worse, like my husband, and don't tell him I told you guys this, you're probably sitting on the toilet with the toothbrush in your mouth thinking about all these things. So you brush your teeth every day. Why? Because it's a habit. That's what works, is forming that habit. Now, I'll tell you something interesting that worked for me personally. Forming a habit, how do you do it? Did you know that it takes just 3 weeks to form a habit? Just 3 weeks. Or alternatively, it said if you do the same thing on 17 consecutive days, it will become a habit. It really doesn't seem like much, right? So as I end this video, I want to suggest something to you. Take a pen and paper and write down why it is that you want to lose weight. Why is it that you want to get fit? And I want you to constantly think while you're writing this down, keep asking yourself why, until you get to this point where you feel you can't answer this question anymore. And again, remember to focus on the example that you are setting for your children. I think that's very, very important. We want the best in this world for our children. And keep that in mind when you're trying to find your motivation. You want to set the best possible example for them to follow. I hope you have fun doing this, and I hope you like this video. I hope it was helpful to you. Have yourselves a great day. Bye.